I'm sorry, but that never gets old. Hey, sports card collectors and investors, I hope everyone is having a great start to their week. Today I'm excited to go over one of the hottest players in the NBA right now. Hopefully we'll be able to see him play here in the next few weeks, and we're talking about Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers superstar that has won championships with multiple teams, trying to add another title to yet another team, the Clippers. And my gosh, wouldn't that be a huge deal for the LA Clippers, who have always been in the shadow of the hometown LA Lakers? So I mean, it's definitely an intriguing NBA playoff that's coming up for a myriad of different reasons. But I'm excited to get into this. I did some research on his cards, mainly his rookie cards, but then I want to talk about some other cards as well. I also wanted to throw out there too, I got some packages in the mail today, and I'll do another mail day video here in the next couple of days. In yesterday's video, I was talking about how I got into sports cards, and one thing I was mentioning is just that there's people of all ages that have gotten into it. And I actually, in a package that I got today, there was a letter that was typed out. It was really impressive, very professional looking, and it was hand signed at the bottom. And basically in this letter, this kid said that he's 12 years old and just started selling cards through eBay, and he just appreciated my purchase and my business. So I was just, again, I'm just kind of shocked at, now I was that kid at one point, but there was no eBay back in the late 80s, early 90s. So we didn't really have a means to sell the same way that people do and kids do nowadays. But I just thought I would share that because it was just very impressive how he set that up, and just kind of, it inspired me because it was my first foray into business sports cards, and now there's, this kid that's writing handwritten notes and or typing out a note, with a logo and everything, and then hand signing it. It was impressive. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. Today I'm talking about Kawhi Leonard. So he's an exciting player. He's kind of, I wouldn't say he's under the radar because his cards are not, they're not inexpensive. His cards are fairly high, and they're at all-time highs. So I'll go ahead and just kick it off with his most popular card, his most popular rookie card, and that is the 2012 Prism rookie, which is first year of Prism basketball. It's a pretty, I think it's going to be an iconic set. I don't know if it's iconic. It's 8 years old, so I don't know if we can call it that yet, but I think 20, 30 years down the road, people are going to look at 2012 Prism as an iconic set. So his PSA 10 sales in the last couple of weeks have been anywhere from $1,950 to about $2,100 in a PSA 10. The pop report for PSA 10 sits right now at 874. So they are out there, but they're certainly not 10,000 of these. And the price is reflective of that. And that's just, that's a base rookie card from 2012. The PSA 9, if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, the PSA 9, there's 427 of those in PSA, and they're about $700 to $800. So, to me, it's not a big enough discount at a PSA 9 to pull the trigger on one for me. But if you're a big fan and you're just trying to get in, and you feel like this card could double, triple, quadruple at a PSA 10, the PSA 9s typically follow suit with the PSA 10s. And so, that could be an option for you. So that was the first one. I wanted to go ahead and cover, kind of the obvious, most popular rookie card for Mr. Leonard. Next, I'm going to go over, so I looked at Select. Select, kind of interesting. They have, so the main rookies in Select are autos from what I was seeing, and they were very expensive. There is a subset called Hot Rookies, 2012 Select Hot Rookies. There's not many graded cards of these, and I'm kicking myself. Of course, I go on the eBay sold listings, and I believe there's only 23 in a PSA 10 for that base Hot Rookies. Now, there's also, I think, like a white Hot Rookie variant, and there's even fewer of those available. But literally, there was a couple of these. There was a couple Probstein auctions at the end of June that were $347 to $355. There was two auctions for this 2012 Select Hot Rookie base for $148 on July 5th, yesterday. So if I had just looked at this one day, I might have been able to have a chance at this at literally half the price, less than half the price of what these two auctions at the end of June went for. And there's only 23 PSA 10, so there's not many at all. There's very few. So to me, I mean, I'm just looking at the pop. I'm looking at Select being a rising set. I would have pulled the trigger. If I had seen those at 148, I would have pulled the trigger on both of them. Just because Kawhi Leonard, he's one of the more underrated superstars in the league, and just that, he's kind of a little bit more quiet, mild-mannered. He's got the funny laugh, but he's a very popular player, but he's not as outspoken, and he's not as, he's not, LeBron James. He's just not. Now, talent-wise, he is. I think he's certainly in that, in that realm with LeBron, but LeBron is the one that gets the attention, and he's really the mogul and the worldwide global superstar. So that one really stuck out to me. I also looked at second-year Kawhi Leonard cards, and they were surprisingly expensive. And the sad thing, I'm sure that these were very affordable 6 months ago and have just skyrocketed with sports cards kind of, just going to new heights. But the 2013 Prism, so that's the second year Leonard, in a PSA 10, they're selling, I found one sale here recently for $420. But you know what? There's only 22. There's only 22 PSA 10s in the Pop Report. So, I mean, that's probably a function of people just not thinking that second-year cards are really worthwhile sending in to PSA for resale. And there's just not that many. So maybe there's a lot more at PSA now that are being worked on, because people are like, oh, shoot, I need to get those in for grading. So I don't know, though. I mean, there's only 22 out there, and from that 2013 set. I know the print runs are a lot lower in 2013 than they are in 2019, for example. But still, I've got to believe there's some more PSA 10 potential cards of those hanging out there. So I looked at that one, and then also in that same set, that second year PSA 10, the red, white, and blue, there was only 3 of these that I saw on the PSA Pop Report, and they were in the $165 to $200 range. So are there values as far as those first couple years for Kawhi Leonard? It depends on your feelings. Some people don't like to buy second-year cards. They want to stick with rookie cards, and I totally respect that. Another thing that I'm doing too for a lot of different players, but especially these superstar players, is kind of following on the back of LeBron's first-year Laker cards in 2018. Those cards are through the roof price-wise. And I'm looking at the same thing for other players, and I'm looking for Kawhi Leonard Clippers stuff, and his optic is one example of where you can get cards of Kawhi in his Clippers jersey, and so those, for people that are on more of a budget that are just trying to get some Kawhi Leonard, to me, I like the inserts too. Some of those optic inserts I've talked about in other videos, but those are more budget friendly. Those are in the $15, $25 range. Some might be even less than that. Of course, even the base cards are going to be less than that. So that's a way to kind of get in without breaking the bank for some of these. But Kawhi, he's an interesting player. He's a funny, hilarious guy. And there's a lot of people that collect and invest in Leonard's cards. So let me know what you think, guys. Have you already bought into these Prism rookie cards? Are you looking to get in now? Are you looking to get in the future? I'd really like to hear kind of the thoughts on this guy, because they seem to be all over the place. There's some people that are pushing him, that have talked to me about it, like, hey, forget LeBron stuff. It's too expensive. Kawhi Leonard is where it's at, and that could very well be true. I like the thought process behind it. I mean, the guy, he's won multiple championships. He could very well add another championship with another team, which is unheard of. And so I'm really interested to see what happens there. Guys, if you haven't subscribed already, I come out with daily sports card investing and collecting videos. I've got a bunch of fun ones coming up that I'm excited about. I'm going to have one that comes out later on today. I'm expecting to get it out on Project 2020, kind of an update video to some of my other ones. I posted one, I post some about picks that I like, and then I also posted my losses recently, which was a popular video. I think people like to see when others pain, but no problem. I enjoy making these. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next video coming up. Thanks very much.